Anything you can tell us about Colorado?
Thanks to the patriarch, this stretch of land from Denver in the north to Steeltown in the south is pretty safe to travel. You'll find richer opportunities the further you venture out, but it'll also come with more risks. I could tell you more, but truth be told, the only way to know the land is to travel it. You look well equipped and competent. Just head out and see what you can learn.
Do you have anything for sale?
Just my services as a caravan master. I organize caravans to get people, goods, and livestock from one place to another, but I don't sell goods myself. These lands near Colorado Springs are pretty safe, but still lots of people need help getting around, especially if you want to range further than that.
We could use your help. There's a group of refugees topside who need transport to Colorado Springs. Oh my god.
So long.
We can't bring them to Colorado Springs. Can't do it.
Hot noodles.
What's the perfect food? Noodles. How many do we have? Oodles. Who should have some now? Oodles. Masada makes the best. Noodles.
Hot noodles.
Oh. The man before you is moving so fast he's nearly a blur as he dashes from pot to pot on his stove, stirring one, tasting another. As you approach, he stops his cooking and turns his undivided attention to you.
My friends, you saw that explosion too? Horrible! Such a waste of good pork. And human life, of course. But don't worry, Masato is here to offer aid and succor. Have you seen anything this delicious?
He holds a steaming hot bowl in front of you, filled to the brim with some kind of noodles. Is it pho? I love pho. That looks amazing. May we?
Yes. Be my guest. After enjoying this bowl, know that my store is open to you. I have a variety of goods that you may find useful.
He hands you the bowl, which turns out to be a mix of noodle and pork, which is filling and quite delicious. He watches you eat it with a hopeful grin.
A man who never eats pork is never a whole man. But I have to tell you, my friends, these noodles are a pale imitation of the real thing. The great pre-war delicacy. The rarest of rare magics. Instant ramen noodles.
Oh my
I
god.
hope one day I will perfect my recipe to recreate them. But enough about me. How can I be of service?
He's remaking instant ramen. Give this man all the money in the world right now. So, you're looking for instant ramen noodles.
Ah, you picked up on my subtle hints. Years ago, a friend in Colorado Springs gave me a package of instant ramen noodles that he had found in the Warrens underneath the bazaar. The experience changed my life forever, and I moved here in hopes of finding more.
The cook starts to fidget, despair painting his face as he loses his usual buoyant composure.
The Warrens aren't safe. I can't venture down there. But you must understand, it is as if my body is made of ramen. If you go down in the Warrens, please keep your eyes open for this rare delicacy.
We're looking for a caravan master.
Paradolia Jones is the only caravan master here, but as luck would have it, he's also one of our best. He's right over there.
Masato indicates a man with a cowboy outfit standing near a fountain edge. The ranger HQ could use a chef like you.
Oh, how interesting. You mean a permanent position? A full kitchen of my own? My friends, that is quite the offer you're making me. You have my interest for sure.
Yes.
But as I explained to you, I'm here for a reason. Bring me the ramen noodles and I'll gladly join you at your
Yes,
HQ.
we have a cook that makes instant ramen. Dude, I would die. No, not really. I would pay normally a large amount of money for a personal chef that cooks me ramen all the time. Anything you can tell us about the bizarre residence?
There've been a lot of troubles of late. People disappearing, showing up dead. And now this exploding pig. Can you believe that?
I know, what a waste of pig.
Guys. I know you can help. May I suggest you talk to the guy in charge, Flab? You can find him upstairs.
Can we see your wares?
Naturally. My store is always open to you, my friends.
Oh my. Bacon bits. Ooh, a hot dog. $36 for a hot dog? $4 for a can of Spam? Oh my god, what is this economy?
I see you have been sanctified by Pishatelli. Hope it didn't hurt too much. Nothing a good bowl of noodles won't put right. Come back soon.
Hola, amigos! Como...
Hey, pals. Finn is the name. If you need a drink, you've come to the right place. If you got questions, well, I suppose that's okay too.
Do you see the pig explode?
Between you and me, I've been partaking in some taste tests during my shift, so everything is a little blurry at the moment. I did hear a loud boom, but I figured it was just a thunderstorm.
What can you tell us about this place?
Not much. I'm pretty new. Just started a week ago. Rumor has it the old bartender mysteriously vanished into thin air. Anyway, this place is something for everyone. Guns, armor, food, meds, entertainment, and most importantly, booze! If you're here to work for Flab, then he might be able to tell you more. One thing's for sure, there's something weird going on here.
What can you tell us about Flab?
Flab the Inhaler is the man who is large and in charge of the bazaar. And I ain't kidding you when I say large. From what I've seen, he's always in his office, just up the stairs.
What do you mean by something weird?
I don't know. I suppose everyone's on edge, you know? They're all putting on brave faces like things are normal, but I can tell something is wrong. Just don't know quite what.
I'll have a drink.
Only the finest drinks on earth.
Doubt it, but, you know.
Hot noodle.
Guns
Hot noodles.
sanctified with blood, blood sanctified by guns.
For all that it might be swaddled in dirty, mismatched fabric, this figure is clearly anything but human. At your approach, it straightens with a creak of rusted gear and presses a palm to the Nixon mask over its face.
As I live and eat cherry pie, more of my fellow humans in the bazaar. You make yourself welcome now, you hear?
He scratches behind his mask's plastic ear. His shirt shifts to reveal a coil device on his chest, an impressive-looking piece of tech.
Fellow humans?
Tell us about yourself.
Well, gosh and apple pies, you put me in a spot. Let's see. My name is Long John, and I'm old as dirt. I've traveled a little, but nowhere interesting. Now I'm here in the bazaar.
Long John
just
Silver.
to see what life has to offer. Make friends. Wasn't something that I got to do when I was younger, what with my job and all. There was no time to make friends, none at all. But I'm making up for it. I know everyone in the bazaar, and they know me.
Tell us about your travels.
I'll tell you youngins what I can. Despite the fact I'm old as the mountains, figuratively speaking, that is. Humans rarely live past 70, and I'm just about ready to expire. I don't know everything, you hear? Even though I've walked all the way from Denver to Steel Town and back again.
Do you got any stories of Colorado Springs?
Colorado Springs. That's an alright place. A little uptight, but that's what you get from having all of the 100 families there. I like the scientists and engineers, though. Real clever kids.
Have you been to the plains?
Nuh-uh. Place like that ain't fit for the lonely traveler. Well, you might be all right. If you do decide to go in that direction, I've heard that it's gotten real dangerous.
What can you tell us about Steel Town?
Steel Town? That place is an industrial nightmare. Raging fires all around. Melts right through the skin. Gives me the shivers, you hear?
Talk about Denver.
I'd stay away from the city. It's nothing but a corpse these days, and the Gippers, well, they're not a bad lot per se, but I'd be careful around them. If you have to spend some time, I'd personally visit the airport instead. The young'uns there are wonderful.
Talk about something else.
You kids these days and your limited attention spans.
What can you tell us about the people here?
Some of it is real private, and some of it probably should be. But you young whippersnappers tell everyone everything.
He taps the side of his bulbous plastic nose.
Like Paradolia Jones? He's probably the best damn caravan master in the bazaar. But his business would be better if he knew how to keep his mouth shut. Between you and me, if I was afraid of ducks, I wouldn't tell a soul.
Goodbye.
So soon? I suppose even good things gotta end sometime. You be safe now, you hear? And come back to see old Long John when you can. Best of luck to you.
Alright, people. Why are you keeping the
Hello
synth
again,
here?
pals. Need a drink? Come back
Okay.
anytime.
You don't say anything about the synth. What about Masato?
Hello again, my friends. Eidolon is relatively new to this place. She showed up not long after I did. Her business model is interesting. Not sure how she actually makes money, though. Come back soon.
Well, he talked about you.
Talk to our boss if you're here to help.
Somebody told me they serve lemonade.
No way. Where would they get lemons?
This young red-headed man is decked out with tools ready for work. He turns to you, not pausing his fervent chewing.
Hey, strangers. Don't suppose you're here to help with the troubles down below. If you are, talk to Flab. But if you want to talk cars, I'm your guy. Randy's the name, local master mechanic.
What can you tell us about the troubles in this bazaar?
Nothing much, really. Something's been prowling the Warrens, killing anyone who goes down there. Some big beastie. The suicide pig's got something to do with it, but I don't know what. Sorry, not much help, I know.
You like working here?
Not particularly. It's boring work. I only get pulled in if something breaks.
Want to
that a
work for
tender
me
can't
instead?
Fix, so I spend most of my time just waiting here, like I'm doing now. But beggars can't be choosers.
Chew. Would you be interested in a job as a mechanic at a Ranger HQ?
No offense, but you're a gamble in a hard luck casino. Don't like working in the bazaar, but it's constant money, and I need that right now. See? Some months ago, my dad wrote me that he thought he'd seen folks skulking around our homestead. I dismissed it. Our place has always been isolated and safe. Stupid. Turns out it was a small band of one of them crazy plains gangs. They sent me a letter. My parents are dead, and they're holding my kid brother and sister hostage.
Oh no.
I ain't even close to having enough money to pay the ransom. Even if I did, I suspect they'd just kill us all after I pay. So what's a guy to do?
We could go get your family.
You mean get them? I don't normally condone violence, but if it's what it takes.
Progressively more intense chewing.
Let me show you where to find our old homestead. I'll meet you there. You help out the Get family, and I'll work for you. No doubt about it. See you there. Don't take too long, okay?
Oh no, is it? Please don't
Meet you
be a
at the
time
family
mission.
homestead.
Please don't be a time mission.
Dr. Cold Cuts can cure what ails ya.
Dr. Cold Cuts. Oh my.
Why, hello. Name's Hirsch. Lev Hirsch. But you can just call me Dr. Cold Cuts. What do you need?
Why is your name Cold Cuts?
Oh, used to be the veterinarian slash butcher here back in the day. Learned all about how the body works by carving up meat. Animal meat, of course. When Doc Kessler passed, well, I inherited the position.
Can you tell us about the bazaar?
Not much. Got all kinds of traders here, selling all sorts of junk. The heart of this place is meat, though. Pig meat is a luxury not everyone can afford. Anyway, got a bit of a pickle of late. Something murderous roaming the Warrens. Some say it's the old monster army leader, the Cyclops come back from the dead and hunting us. Bunch of BS if you ask me, but something's down there. Talk to Flab if you haven't already.
Can you tell us, do you sell any medical supplies?
Ah, the self-medicating sort. Sure, take a look.
Ultra morphine. Suffer internal bleeding afterwards. Oh my god. First aid station. Last 3 turns. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. It's my first AoE heal. I'll buy it. I'll buy these. Actually, just buy them all. Okay. I'm never going to use the dart. All right, we're good.
Ah, you again. What is it?
Can you patch us up?
Pig, human, ain't so different. Cash first and I'll fix you right up.
Here you go.
Aces. This won't hurt a bit. Promise.
Bye.
See ya. Dr. Cold Cuts can cure what ails ya.
Get your protective gear here.
Gwyn Talbot. A reek of tobacco and tannin surrounds this wizened, dark-skinned woman. Without breaking eye contact, she swaps her chewed-down cigarette stub for a fresh one and lights it before she speaks.
Huh, you look like tough sorts. Patriarch sent you? Whoever you are, we can certainly use your help. Some kind of beastie down in the Warrens or something. Talk to Flab up the stairs.
You're Talbot? Rather than answer, she takes a long drag of her cigarette. Your question does not seem to have impressed her. What do you sell?
Kinda depends on who's buying. For you, leather goods, protective gear, armor. Up to you if you want to deflect stabbings or look like a badass. Either way, I have you covered.
Can we see your wares?
That's why I'm here.
Oh my. if I take this, I can only make it like 5 better. So it's not that much of an improvement. I don't think I'm going to take it because it's not that much of an improvement. The pants is the same thing. I make it 1 better. Yeah, you don't really sell something I like. All right.
I hear the Patriarch himself shops here sometimes.
Not the Patriarch. He's got people to do that for him.
Cortex?
Oh, wow! Are you Rangers? I haven't seen any of you guys since I left, I mean, in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen any Rangers in a while. Are you here to fight the monsters under the bazaar? That would be awesome! I'm Quarex, by the way. This is my cool museum of, coolness. Would you like a tour?
Sure.
Really? Okay. This way. Okay, I'll start. Welcome to Quarex's Quabinet of Curiosities, a collection of the rarest of the... Well, it's toys and games mostly, and some mementos, but they're all really cool, I promise. That top hat belonged to Mr. Cynical from Angel Oracle out in L.A., a fellow game aficionado. He lived his life trying to help the little guy, defending them against bullies and end-level bosses. In the end, though, a boss got him, and well, he didn't make it.
Oh.
I keep his hat around to remind me to be honest and decent like he was.
In memoriam for the man who fought for the little guy.
This was the best video game ever! Wasteland 4! You can choose what color you want the screen to be, red or green.
Oh my god.
This is the most sought-after gaming accessory
they better make a Wasteland 4 now.
Made. The legendary Mighty Mitt. I love the Mighty Mitt. It's so bad. This is a genuine megascope, the most advanced optical aiming device of its day. A priceless artifact. Shame somebody stuck it on that silly old ray gun, but I'm not going to try to take it off. I might break
awesome.
it. This is a Tarjan the Tenebrous machine. It contains...
This blicket contains an energy weapon that has been fitted with a highly sophisticated puroscope. It looks masterfully crafted and carefully maintained. Inspect the case. The small opaque case reads Zap Pow accurate to a single pixel. You'll never miss it when using a megascope. The last case does not appear to be locked. Dave. Take it. Carefully lift the glass and take the weapon. A megascope. The inside his glass confinement, Tarjan bears his rictus grin to the world, his eye cracked, and after throbbing like a fresh wound, there is a conspicuous red button. Beside it are the words, press here to receive fortune. Press a button. Tarjan remains stoic as you hear a shrill grinding sound. A tiny scrap of paper stamped with irregular writing emerges from a slot. Your mother will inherit a tea set that once belonged to the generation of British queens. Okay. Insert Tarjan token. Tarjan doesn't move, but something about him feels more alive. You feel a tingle on the back of your neck as a note emerges from the slot below the torso, inscribed with calligraphic lettering. Cream cheese wontons were invented by San Francisco. Perk learned circa 1956. Insert a Tarjan token. 5-finger discount at a cost of 5 fingers. Limit yourself to 3 fingers. Okay. The robot slumps in place, eaten by rust, almost lifeless, save for the faint pinpoint glow of its pupil. Try to fix a robot. For a moment, the machine comes to a mockery of a staggering life, hissing, rusting piston, creaking within its carapace. Then it sags back in its pedestal, nearly beyond salvaging. However, it does shift slightly, allowing you to closer look at its parts. Learn what you can from the carapace. An inspection of the back of the robot reveals a serial number and place of origin. This slicer dicer came all the way from Arizona. You also find the word scratched into a robotic chassis, possibly by one of its own blades. Cochise is dead. I am free. Inspect the machine's legs. The limbs are madness of gunshots and wounds and blunt trauma. Evidence perhaps of an encounter with raiders that were else haunt the wasteland. Hey, you functional? It clacks and replies, an uneven staccato noise, its head twitching like a clockwork bird that forgot the trick of realism. A hiss of black smoke unravels on the paneling of his throat. Kick it. The machine scissors forward the blow, sudden salvage, smoldering, shoulder rolling. Somewhere in the universe, it probably still believes it has arms and blades. What did I get from that? Mega scope, a sniper rifle. Alright, fine. I'll take it. It's super accurate, apparently. Coordination up. Animal whisperer up. Crit resistance, evasion, con, armor, quick slot. Animal companion. Storage key, stream vacuum, vortex key.
Made it past Telluride today. Found a guy there who sold me some rat jerky. There's a caravan heading for Boulder, and I'm going to try to tag along. Colorado's cold and kind of scary, but there's treasure here too. That guy with the rat jerky, he had like 6 or 7 3DO cartridges just lying around his shack. When I asked him how much for the set, he looked at me like I was crazy. Practically gave them away. You know what? Leaving Arizona might be the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh, that's why I have so much armor. So, that. I wish I didn't get penetration too, though. Could have been something better.
Hi, Rangers. Good to see you again.
Let's talk.
Sure.
Your name is Cortex. Didn't you live in the Topeka in Arizona?
You must be thinking about someone else. Quarex is a more common name than you might think, you know.
No, it isn't.
Anyway, not me. Nope.
You're sweating a lot, Cortex.
Oh, well, haven't you heard? Scientists say sweating is a sign of truthfulness. Okay, fine. I'm Quarex from Rail Nomads. Happy now? Kinda cool you guys have heard of me. Nobody knows about me.
Why do you come to Colorado?
Well, basically, everything went downhill after Ranger Team Echo found that 3DO for me. Some shady guys started coming around asking me to sell it to them, and when I said no, well, they didn't like that at all.
So?
I was going to call the Rangers since you'd all been so nice to me, but then Ranger Citadel blew up, so I left.
Oh.
Had to leave all my cool stuff behind, even the 3DO. But there's lots of cool stuff around here, too, and I've been finding it. And that's how I started my museum.
If I were on the run by a shady character, why didn't you change your name?
Oh, I did. I just always forgot to say it. I'm supposed to say my name's Dave, but yeah.
What can you tell us about this bazaar?
It's great! There's so much cool stuff at all the merchant stalls. I add to my collection all the time. Some spooky stuff has been happening lately, though. Monsters are coming up from the tunnels at night to snatch people. It's like Chud in real life.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Rangers. Thanks for visiting me.
VR device. The VR device is bulky, cumbersome conglomeration of thick wires and dented shapes. Put on the headset. The helmet doesn't fit quite right. It slopes and slouches across your face, putting the alignment of your nose at risk. Text starts scrolling across the darkness, banding in your eyes. Select entrance. The display sputters and then moves sluggishly at first. The camera pans across a large entrance carved in the mountainside. The tunnel is blanketed in the complete darkness. After a few moments, the feed cuts. Checkpoint Alpha. The camera moves along a road towards a military checkpoint. Camouflage figures stand with their backs to you, then turn to you, but their faces are cloaking in shadow. Their form dissolves into polygons before the word rebooting flashes twice. Hiking trail. The camera sweeps around and behind the security checkpoint. There, it moves up along an innocuous trail, the path nearly hidden in the snow. As you move across it, the trail starts to waver under your feet. A signpost floats up to the surface. It reads, error. Select command. The camera blinks in a room filled with high-tech equipment. Every single screen reads a strange game in the blinking letters. Figures move in the shadow, turning towards you. One by one, the screen changes to error, error, you are unauthorized user. An alarm blares and the feed cuts. Read the error log. Dear user, please be informed that this VR headset is designed to be used only in the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Users outside the Cheyenne Mountain Complex will activate security measures that may show up as content glitches. Take off headset. You remove headset. Walk away. A loving render scene of Scottish Highland flicker in the 16 pixelated colors on the screen of this computer. The polygonic chorus of beeps forms into Gaelic tunes as you read the title of the game. The Bar's Tale 4 Barrows Deep. I played that. That's pretty okay. Play the game. You encounter fiendish cultists, solving a devious puzzle and compose magical songs. But one challenge defeats you. The game ends with an epithet. You've been killed by 99 berserkers. Oh my god. 99 berserkers? 99 of them? Goodness. Yeah, let's go to Chick Flick.
We've been here for hours.
Come on. I told you not to buy cheap boots at Talbot's, didn't I?
Well, when you're a man as sexy as I am, you always
Now,
gotta
who
fight
are
off the
these
ladies.
beauties in my theater? Come to Eidolon.
La 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 la. Ha!
Oh my god. Paul Ruby, Officer 6, Sarah Guns, Gilded Burt, Ella Ripples. This woman's shocking purple hair and ridiculous voluptuous form make her stand out from the average Wastelander. She looks like she dropped in from a different time and place.
Hey there, Eidolon. You look better every time I see you. How's show business?
Ah, Marshal Kwan. As charming as ever. And you brought your most beautiful friends to Eidolon's Chick Flicks Theater, I see. Aren't you all a sight for sore eyes, honey lips?
Tell us about the theater.
The Chicks Flicks is the bazaar's finest emporium of top-shelf theatrical performances. Ah, sugar plums. Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, I'm so happy you walked into mine. You look like strapping, helpful hunks. Wouldn't you love to help out our little Eidolon?
What can we do?
Oh, my heroes. So here's the rub. The Chicks Flicks theater shows only the finest, most exclusive performances. But we are running low on material. I'd ask if you were volunteering to be my next star, but we all know I couldn't afford your gorgeous asses. I suppose the next best thing would be getting me some fresh material.
There's pay, right?
In any currency you want, baby. Monetary and otherwise. Trust me.
Where would we get this fresh material?
I know where to find some old movie reels. We've got good tech in here. So between some creative editing and a little bit of improvisation, I can produce our next masterpiece.
When? How do we find these movie reels?
So it's easy as a slice of apple pie. The Monster Army used to live in a pre-war luxury bunker. Apparently their monster outfits were inspired by the movies they watched in there. The bunker has been abandoned for years and years, so it should be simple. And hey, I know any resistance you meet won't be a problem for such beautiful and powerful people. Good luck out there, sweeties.
Can we ask you some questions?
Anytime, gorgeous.
What can you tell us about this place?
The bazaar? Well, you can get some good eats here, if you like pork. Flap's a bit of a softy, but he knows the value of money. That'll keep the gears greased, not to mention my performers.
What can you tell us about the performers?
They're fantastic, gorgeous people, talented, double-jointed, incredibly flexible, incredibly. Trust me, I sampled each of them myself. The bazaar?
What the?
Well, you can get some good eats here, if you like pork. Flap's a bit of a softy, but he knows the value of money. That'll keep the gears greased, not to mention my performers.
What's this operation you run?
This is Chicks Flicks, where nothing is sacred and everything's for adaptation. We take the fantasies of pre-war films by adding some missing venereal elements. The little extra sexy sauce leaves our customers extra satisfied. Yes, please. Let's keep talking, gorgeous.
My God.
Come back again soon. Those asses are too beautiful to stay gone.
Ooh, you know what I want? A horchata.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Dr. Coldcuts can cure what ails you. Dr. Coldcuts can cure what ails ya.
I suggest you speak to Flap. I suggest you speak to Flap.
Stay away from that safe, lambs.
Talk to our boss. Not that the bazaar's not perfectly safe, but, well, you know, just talk to Flab.
What was that?
For my monster from his slab began to rise. And suddenly, to my surprise...
What?
We did the rise. The monster rise. It was a graveyard smash. We did the monster mash.
Okay. This guy looks interesting.
Children of the desert. What wonderful music they make. What do you want of Jacob the Magnificent? This wonderful, wonderful...
The corpulent man standing before you spits out a set of fake Dracula teeth and wipes his mouth.
Let's never mind with the act, shall we? Rangers, I am so sorry you had to witness that horrible exploding pig. Truth is, you do not find us at the best of times.
What's with the Dracula act?
Do not judge harshly, my friends. We hold on to our rituals of the past to try to remember our long-lost strength. It may strike you as pathetic, but it gives us much-needed comfort.
Sure, whatever. How can you be so calm about the exploding pig?
I am calm because I must be, friend. So is the burden of leadership. But you are right. This place is under assault. Something, someone, some horrible unknown thing is roaming the warrens below us. People have been disappearing. Not to mention the pigs loaded with explosives running amok. You are the patriarch's
$66, I like it.
Yes. If he trusts you, so can I. Nothing we've done has helped. So your arrival could not be more fortuitous. We need your help to combat this threat.
Unknown horrors require some hazard pay. Upfront hazard pay.
Wonderful. I can't fully trust a person unless they're honest, and money is the most honest of all. Of course, here is some extra upfront pay, with more due when you return. Good luck.
When we were outside, we ran into raiders dressed as clowns. Could that be related to these attacks?
Raiders dressed as clowns? I see, everything makes sense now. The makeup on the pigs, the horrible deaths. That explains who is behind these attacks.
You know those clowns?
In a manner of speaking, yes. Los Payasos are one of the wild gangs that escaped the Patriarch's control. Disorganized, uncontrollable, but dangerous. If there is something you care about, their joy is to watch that thing burn. If it is Los Payasos down there, we truly need your help. They would not hesitate to kill every living thing in my home in the most unspeakable ways. We won't be safe until every last payaso is dead.
We'd like to know more about you.
You ask too much of me, my friends. What is a leader but a servant of the community? My story is the bizarre story. I am nothing but a receptacle of its wishes.
We'd like to know how you ended up in charge.
Where do I start? Once I was a humble lieutenant in the monster army. Then the patriarch came to the bazaar. He executed my predecessor, and everyone else was too stupid to understand that this is the new world order. When he came to me, I did not hesitate. I swore myself to his service, marrow and muscle, and the patriarch, in his infinite grace, gave me command of the bazaar and all of its lives.
This probably isn't very sensitive to ask, but have you thought of a nickname of yours?
I appreciate the delicacy. Your compassion will be remembered. But no, I've no thoughts on the nickname they have given to me, and no cause to think about it. After all, Flab describes me well, does it not?
I suppose so.
Good. Most would have lied to my face, told me that Flab the Inhaler was a blasphemy against my greatness. But you have courage. I see a long friendship ahead of us.
Truth is always better.
The truth is that I see this fat as proof of my station in life. Here, in these wastelands, how many have the opportunity to eat and flourish as I have?
That's true. We have other questions.
And I would be a bad host if I did not provide you with answers.
Can you tell me about this place?
A decadent oasis steeped in culinary wonders. The bazaar is Colorado's gastronomic holy land. It is a carnival of wonders. It is paradise. But it was even more splendid once, a long time ago.
Was it like a long time ago?
Primal, a wild place. I was there when the monster army first arrived in the bazaar. We tore the farmers limb from limb, fed them to their pigs. A graceless epoch, but so visceral, so alive. But its savagery had no place under the patriarch's rule. He is a harsh man, but his edge is directed, guided, not like the chaos of old.
Any recommendation for things to do here?
Masato will challenge your understanding of what food can be. The things that he can do with old bacon. Oh!
Tell us a story about the good old days.
They weren't the good old days. My family still tells stories about the monster army and the horrible things they did.
Your young friend is right, of course. Those times were most regrettable, and yet also the most delicious. So, a story?
Tell us your favorite.
My favorite story? Oh, I suppose I cannot blame you for being curious. Let's see. Yes, I suppose I know the one. A wolf man once challenged me for the rule of the bazaar. He decided that I was weak, too soft for the role. So he challenged me to a duel, and I agreed. But that night he died, shitting blood in his bed. They told me he screamed himself raw. Poor little pup. He should have been more careful with his food.
Oh. Tell us the most bloody story you know.
Oh, that one is easy. It was late and so cold that the air cut our lungs to ribbons. We'd heard rumors of a sanctuary, an unguarded place fat with meat and helpless farmers, no military force to speak of. So we came in the night, an army of monsters. We cut their throats in their sleep. 1 hour, 100 dead. You should have seen the blood. The night ran red. There was enough to fill a lake. It was beautiful. Savagery refined to an unctuous art.
Your most audacious story.
You'll have to forgive me. This story is not mine, but Adela's, the beautiful Madam of Chicks Flicks. She'd just arrived in the bazaar, hungry for a place in our kingdom. The space where her theater stands, it belonged to someone else. Edelon, wise in the nature of the world, offered the owner something he could not refuse. The orgy lasted for days.
Oh my.
Men, women, animals, anything with a hole or an appendage that could either be sucked or slotted into a dripping orifice.
Oh my god.
The stains took weeks to clean, but Eidolon fucked her way to her heart's desire. A legend, that woman.
Oh my god. What about the most bizarre? Oh wait, no. Okay, that's just questions about a bizarre.
It'll be my delight to answer.
Let's discuss something
With
else.
pleasure.
All right, we'll be back.
The bazaar will be waiting.
Oh my god, that last story was amazing. Alright, we're gonna head down. Find him some ramen. Well, actually...
Fill her up, barkeep. I'll tell you when to quit.
Okay, hi. He nods at you. Waggle your rubber duck at him.
Could you please take that away? I don't like ducks.
While he attempts to appear stoic, his stiff posture and wide eyes betray his burgeoning panic. What duck? We don't see any duck here.
What? It's worse than I thought. Please, I need a moment.
He closes his eyes and starts mumbling numbers. Eventually, he's opened his eyes again. Oh, that's awesome. We could use your help. There's a group of refugees topside who need transport to Colorado Springs.
I see. Not my usual line of business, but I don't see why not. My normal rates would apply for a one-way transport.
You and I both know it won't cost you anything to just have them ride along. Think of it as good PR for your caravan.
I suppose you have a point there. Paradolia Jones, friend to the people. All right, I'll make sure they're part of my next caravan run to Colorado Springs. I'll send people to check up on them now.
All right.
So long.
Alright. Let's talk to this guy.
Don't y'all be bashful or nothing. If you know any way I can help, y'all need to be telling me what I can do.
So, why are you trying to pretend you're not a synth?
Me? A synth? Aren't you adorable? I'm meat and muscle, just like you, Rangers. Shucks, I even have dreams all the time. Technicolor dreams about flying and standing naked in front of people I don't quite know. Synths don't do that.
We still think you're a synth.
I'm not a synth. Why, just last night I had the most human dream. I was back in high school. There was a trigonometry test. I sat down confident and brash, only to realize I completely forgot to study. I also enjoy toasted eggs in the morning, a very human thing.
You know, anyone can tell that's a mask, right? Look, we can see the strings.
Oh, you kids and your humor. If the folk in the bazaar really thought I was a synth, wouldn't they have tried to decommission me? Not that I'm afraid of such things, being the perfectly ordinary human male that I am. All right, fine. I am a synth, but you can't tell anyone.
But everyone in the bazaar already knows.
Do they? I'm not sure I believe that. If they knew, wouldn't they have melted me down to scrap by now? People don't like synths, far as I've seen. You're clever ones, and bully to you for figuring out who I am. But let's not talk about it again, okay? The topic puts me on edge.
Goodbye.
Best of luck to you. Golly, it's my favorite human friends. Hello, best of luck to you.
Hello again, pals. Need a drink? Come back anytime.
Why can't we talk to anyone about this?
Checking in? Don't worry, your refugee. So long.
Hello again, my friends. Come back soon.
Hello again, esteemed guests. Enjoy your visit.
I'm gonna kill him. I know what happened at the end of the other game. I'm gonna kill him. Mr. Flab, the inhaler, hi.
Esteemed guests, we still need your help. The bazaar.
Alright, fine. Fine. There's nothing that forces me to kill him, so I won't, I guess. Let's go down. We're gonna do this, and what time is it? Oh my god, it's so late already. Ugh. I have things to do early in the morning. If I go to sleep now. Yeah, I have to. Alright, guys. It's been 3 hours. It's a short stream, but that is enough for today. Tomorrow, we're going to discover what the Warrens underneath the bazaar is going to be like. And we're going to find some ramen noodles. Hopefully a bunker. We're going to finish up all the quests. Basically, all the side quests. And we're going to get ourselves a new engineer, a cook. Oh, so many things to do. I love this game. I will see you guys then. Oh my. A sneak peek. Sneak peek. Oh, look at that map. Oh, beautiful. Tomorrow is what we're going to do. See you then. Have a good night. Bye.